Woohoo! I've been forcing my black mage to level 90. If you do notice anything that I'm doing horribly, awfully wrong, feel free to call me out on it. And then, of course, tell me how I should be doing it. I did do a few dungeons. Just like the trust dungeons I did with my black mage to get her level. So I think I got a good hunch, but still. Hello. Courage unwavering. Yeah, not surprised. But there are usually about 3 aren't there? Oh, she's not doing the amounts of damage that you usually would expect from a black mage. I even probably here you can see that I didn't even finish the story quest. So I don't even have full foul. I don't have the skill foul. So I'm just spamming fire 3 in despairs. Very soon. I've awaited your coming. The phenomenon wherein men turn into monsters. It pains to say that Ishgard has not been spared. A draft blasphemy has appeared in the Holy See. As a compound the people's horror, the beast resembles a dragon. It is imperative that it be vanquished without delay, and to that end we have begun assembling a hunting party. Given that fear and despair may turn our allies against us, we are being stringent in whom we choose for this duty. Yet while we have confidence in the quality of our knights, the mission would greatly benefit for the presence of a battle mage, one who can stand unflinching in the face of a fell quarrel. We would be hard-pressed to find an individual who fits the description better than you. Will you not lend us your stranger skill? Very well. We are your depth. Just a moment while we relay the glad tidings to command. Glad tidings. The saddle. Upon arriving in Ishgard, please take yourself to the Aetherite Plaza. Lord Outwell will be there to receive you. May the force lead your way. Ishgard! Woo! What is it that you see? I think it's a reflection of something. Also, after careful thinking, careful deliberation, thinking on which spot Endwalker would end, however good it would be, I think in general it will be just a step ahead of Habusul. It's very close. But I think just the seeds that were sown and they're brought together just like gave the winning hand to Endwalker. So it's almost a shared second. Soon, if I still have enough interest to keep on playing Final Fantasy XIV and just not like take a small break. Then I will be into Habsword on my alternated account, and I might just experience Habsword again to see whether or not it is indeed supposed to be on that third spot. Because I just remember having Dragon Song very vividly. My friend! Aryazane, I've been expecting you. Words cannot well express how heartening it is to have you fighting beside us. Allow me to echo that sentiment. Oh, I didn't read the name. Otherwise I would have had a different accent. Greetings, my friend. As you wonder, Lord Attrell and I are leading the effort to deal with the blasphemy. With your capable self in the fold, I have no doubt that we shall succeed. Without further ado, I shall brief you on the situation. It was a handful of days after the first beast appeared in Rusted Han. Yeah, Aerophile saw it, right? An 11 man was observed at Hoplum in the pillars, walking with an unsteady gait. All of a sudden, he buckled over as if in pain, and before anyone knew what was happening, he transformed into a terrible, draconic beast. At the mere sight of this, many who chanced to be present also turned. And regrettably, the Temple Knights were forced to put them down. They tend to do that, yeah. The blasphemy itself, however, took wind and fled. Profane Fafnir, we have chosen to call it, after the dragon man of Ishgardian myth. Since that day, the beast has often been sighted in the skies above Ishgard. It does not attack, only circles menacingly for a time or disappearing again. Alas, these brief visitations are enough to cause more people to turn. For fear and panic, they spread further. As part of the investigation, we have sought to identify the man who became the blasphemy. But thus far, we have learned naught. We have, however, identified a common thread between those who subsequently turned. All were people of fervent faith. People such as priests and inquisitors. When the thread of our national history was laid bare, the legitimacy of the church was called into question. Many Ishgardians struggled to reconcile the revelations with their beliefs, and none more so than the payers. Such men and women, we posit, would be more susceptible to despair, and therefore the transformation. We must find a way to stop it. Ishgard has only just emerged from a 1,000-year war. We cannot suffer another great tragedy, much less so soon. In order to attain a better understanding of the situation, we intend to speak with a member of the clergy. The sole individual who survived witnessing the blasphemy of birth without being turned. Clement's his name, and he is a deacon at St. Reynolds Cathedral. Come, let us seek him out at once. I was just so into the moment, into the music, into the characters. I was just like, this is nice. And so it was over there like, oh wait. I'm not actually living in this game, you know. You are not? Well, for the past month I've been. If only voice acting. If only. I can hear it in my head. I've memorized Aymeric. Sadly not the one of Arturo, but... Very tricky to do though. I am not dressed for this weather. Do you remember Arianger? Another caster. Another caster. Probably a summoner. Also, Thunder, welcome to... Aria's playing a black mage, but she doesn't actually know how it works. Hey, I did a few dungeons. I did the 87 dungeon, I did the 89 dungeon. In, mostly... Well, both. In Duty Finder and in Trash. The skimpy clothes! I didn't even know the rotations. I was still confused by the previous black mage. Now I think it works pretty well. But now I am once again a soul in your eye where I haven't even finished my role quest. So I don't have foul. And I still have to figure out how the new skill works. But oh well. I don't think it's necessary to get through this quest. Here he is, Deacon Clem. Let us see what he can tell us. I think I'm fine. You started with a sharp guess and you're going to fire. With your fire, you get a fire 3. Once you get a fire 3, then you want to triple cast. 3 fire 4s. Then I will probably misuse Swift Cast to cast the spell and switch back. No, not switch back. Depends. There's still rotations. You either go quick with your triple cast. Once you run out of triple cast, you use your ley lines. You just keep on providing as much firepower as possible. Using your mana point for mana and using mana potions. It works for me. Firepower. And of course, ethereal manipulation. No. Yay! I totally do not understand. Love it. It works though. What do you mean? I have never played Black Mage with you. That must have been years. Not so very long ago, few would have imagined Ishgardian knights marching beyond the bounds of their own dominion. But we have ventured to the heart of Garlemald and fought for no less than the fate of the world itself. Our nation has changed and continues to do so. I put more faith in a depleted uranium shell for a kind of what? When the one who doesn't play the game even scolds you for your powers, well. Aymeric appreciates me, okay? Lord Aymeric, Lord Artwell, and the savior of Ishgard besides. You do me a great honor. Well, yes, I did beat the main scenario quest. We're just doing role quest now. That's, of course, depending on how people view their spoilers. I still think that side quest with interesting characters and interesting storylines are still spoilers to me, but that's why I'm making sure I'm not getting spoiled on this one. You do me great honor. The savior of Ishgard. Not in the way that I'm now. I am Clem, and I serve as a deacon here at St. Raymono's Cathedral. I understand you were among those at Hoplon when the incident occurred. We give thanks to your Fury for your merciful preservation. We now seek to prevent the blasphemy from wreaking further havoc, and would appreciate any details you can provide. Loath though we are to make you recall unpleasant memories, will you not recount to us what you witnessed that day? Very well. We are presently locating the false libraries to the cathedral. In case you were unaware, we had finished delivering a batch of tomes and were on our way to bring over another. As we approached the Hoplon, we noticed a young man walking unsteadily. No sooner had he come to an upward halt than he transformed into a draconic beast. The fiend fixed us with a menacing glare, and it was all we could do to find our wits and flee. But to my compounding horror, my brethren who were with me began turning into monstrosities as well, one after another. Praise the fury that you, at least, was spared. Deacon Clem, I cannot imagine how frightening the experience must have been. Bishop Fidenox? Forgive me if I interrupt. I was informed that our stalwart protectors were present and wished to express my gratitude. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you for your service. I pray that we shall soon be free of this scourge. Indeed, if there's all we might do to aid your efforts, you need but say it. You are most kind, Your Grace. It was Bishop Fidenox, the head of St. Raymono's and a member of the Synod. With the seat of the Archbishop vacant, he is, in effect, the highest authority in the Ishgardian Orthodox Church. Let's just say, yeah, in spite of his elevated station, he remains as kind and humble a man as any I have ever known. Like His Grace, I will do all that I can to help shepherd the people through this uncertain time. To that end, there is a request I will make of you, if you can spare a moment to reconsider it. Of course, if it is within our power, we should be glad to offer you aid. Thank you. You're welcome. Music change. What my request could this be? This term speaks urgency, you think so? The deacon was no less terrified by the blasphemy than his fears. Yea, alone did not turn. By what grace was he spared? Conviction! In the wake of the transformation, a group of clergymen fled the city in fear. Yet, though they sought refuge in the wilderness, they put themselves at the mercy of the elements and fell fiends both. Given that the cause of the transformation is not clear, I think theirs was a decidedly unwise decision. My lips are frustrating, I'm sorry. I wish to set out and find them, but I'm not trained in the ways of war. As such, I require those who are to accompany me in the search. So that's the way of it. Suffice it to say, we will help. Do you know where you fellows may have had it? The Western Islands, I believe, between Groningen Mills and Hemlock. There is no shortage of abandoned dwellings in the area. Very well. Time being of the essence, I propose we split up and scour separate areas. Area Zone, if you could escort the good Deacon to Groningen Mills, Lord Admiral and I will tend to Hemlock. What? Oh wow. What? Okay. But what if you want to do anything else in the chapel then? Talk about nonsense. 本当にですかね。そうか。Still not 100% used to the new Aetherite system. Ah! I'm absolutely going crazy on my frustrations. Oh! Just a little bit of a derp. Just a little bit. I've done this more. This is just a flaw I will never get rid of. You know, well, one of the good things is Thunder is that I have a Dragoon for my main DPS. If I ever need a DPS in anything, that's already max level. I'll grab my Dragoon. But of course, if the Lord Commander bids you to pick up your second class ever to help him in a quest, then that's what you do, right? Music change. Let's make sure that no more people start randomly turning, you know. They should abide in such harsh conditions. It's not pretty much a thing to choose. Do you remember me? Ah, I see you found them. Huh? But I thought you were going to Hemlock. Yes, and none the worse for wear, thank the Fury. My friends, forgive us if we have given cause for alarm. We come out of concern for your well-being. Though we understand why you quit the city, we fear you may have misplaced placed yourselves at great risk by coming here. His Grace Bishop Ardennox too wishes for your health and prayers for your swift return. So please, will you not allow us to escort you to the Holy See? I assure you, you will be much safer there than in this wretched place. servants of the Fury will never be safe in the city, don't you see? Excuse me. This is your fault. You and your accursed revolution. The people disdain us, mock us behind our backs and spit in our faces. Thank you, Comrade. And now someone is conspiring to transform us into monstrosities. Enemies of the church, Alwaga. I'm emboldened by your deeds. So, no, I will not go back to Ishgard. I'd sooner freeze to death than suffer your pity. I mean, it's up to you. We were just making sure. Goodbye. Uh oh. What? Oi! Oi! The final days are over! Oi! All I've ever done was a service to her. I am a good man. I do not... She cannot forsake me. Bam! 2 paladins. And we just let her walk off. Zone. We cannot allow him to harm any others. Give chase and do what you must. We will remain here to keep the others calm. Sure. And Artura, don't worry about us. See to the beast. Cannot have gone far. Deacon Clem, please do what you can to reassure them. I actually really enjoyed when we had these events that, or at least we had things that people wanted to do fates for either event weapons currencies or for relic weapon currencies. But we were doing fates in Ishgard again. Hi. I could also stop with ice, but this is very almost unfortunate. See? Beast going down. Down. Wait! The special skill! I used the new skill! I'm a scat mage. Just to make each and every lover of the black mage cringe at me right now. I will be your end. I will be your despair. All shall be well, my friends. Come, join me in prayer. Prayer. What of the beast? Was nothing much. Is it done, Ariazone? Is it done? How vague. My thanks. What happened is most regrettable, but we must be grateful that no one else came to harm. While you were gone, the deacon was able to convince the others to return to the city. Let us escort them back at once. and then reconvene the congregation to consider our next course of action. For all purposes, we have the use of the strategy room. Announce yourself to the guard without, and he will show you in. The strategy room? You mean at Falcon's Nest? No, it's is that Aymeric's? Is that the Temple Knights? Hideout? Are we going back in there after all this time? All this time. All this time. You've had it in you. All these random songs coming up in there. Yeah, it is. Of course, I just know the way to Aymeric's headquarters. Come on. I was actually looking around here how, like, even Lucia's now gone. And even Handaloop is being dragged into all the little quests in Ishgard, which is pretty cool. He's attaining responsibilities. Yes! Nice. Lord Aymeric I will await you within the strategy room. Will you be joining him? Your strategy room, not just his headquarters. His office. Wait! Were we ever able to walk in here? Have we ever been able to walk in here? I think we have. But it's so long ago that I just can't remember. I might have... Maybe we didn't have Jeepos at the time. Maybe. It's been so long ago. Oh. Only allowed to sit at one of the extra seats. I am really frustrated by this if you didn't notice. Here you go. Fixed it. And we shall discuss our plans to deal with the blasphemy. Whatever you wish to enter, you need to say to the god. Okay. Hey G2! Wait, you were G28, right? Or were you G28? Huh? You sound like one of our challenges in here. Lest you wonder, we have taken a clergyman to Saint Raymond's to rest and recover. Yes, 28. Lest you wonder, we have taken a clergyman. If truth be told, the thought that they may still succumb to despair and turn remains at the forefront of my mind. Yeah, same here. I always thought there were going to be minimal changes for finishing the story mode. The end of days are no longer. Rejoice! Seems just chill. We're catching up with one of our husbandos. Yet the risk would be greater. Still, were we to keep them at arm's length and deny them the comfort of the church? Indeed, from the words he spoke, the Inquisitor yearned for the days of old. He and others like him can scarcely be blamed. Since the truth of the nation's founding and the Archbishop's machinations were made public, the Church has been in turmoil. So why did they choose to make it like a high perspective? Because they're both tall man? So we have made great strides in separating religion and state. There has been far less progress in the reformation of the church. For our faith has been everything to us, our purpose and comfort. It is not an easy thing to reconcile one's beliefs with the betrayal of our spiritual leaders. The storm between the hearts and minds. Many Irish guardians feel lost, and none more so than members of the clergy, whose faith was unshakable. Well, no wonder then that the most dedicated and devout are like to turn. So it seems. But further investigation is needed ere we draw a definite conclusion. With the war's end, Ishgard has set out on a new path. The choices we make now shall determine our course for the future. Come what may, we dare not squander the chance we have fought so hard to attain. Once the returned clergymen have sufficiently calmed down, I shall have the deacon speak with them, that we might gain insight into their individual plights. Good. Meanwhile, I shall take the opportunity to brief my men on recent developments. Pray, take a moment's rest, my friend. You've earned it. When you are ready to continue our work, you may seek us out here. I thought that might be the case. Do not worry, for I have already leveled this character. Oh, he just leaves! He just leaves! Okay. Bring him back! Yeah. Wait, no, really? No. For this is a part of their trailer. No forgiveness, no deliverance. Only justice? It's been too long since I actually memorized it. Arizona, your timing could not be better. See, you've changed your weapon? I am on a different class. Usually I am a dragoon, also known as a floor tank. But to do this quest, I had to be a caster of swords. So I've been leveling my black mage, just so I could do this quest. Your timing could not be better. Oh. Deacon Clem has finished speaking with the rescued clergyman and will be here shortly to share his findings. Lord Aymeric is still on his way. Let's wait for them. So, how's it been now in your current spot? Your current function? Deacon Clem, we thank you for making inquiries on our behalf. I just had a realization. In the Shadowbringer role quest, You got to play as the character that was very there in the story. Then we got to play as Aymeric. Wait. We'll see. No spoilers. It was no imposition in the least. As I said, I'm glad to do all I can. Such is our understanding that those we escorted back were all close acquaintances of the Inquisitor who turned. Like him, they too had been the subject of harassment by certain quarters of the populace. Is this correct? It is, I am afraid, and they are far from alone. Men of the cloth were once afforded respect and deference as servants of alone, but now they are openly reviled by many. We were complicit in perpetuating terrible lies. This is true, but we too were misled. We too are victims, yet we are regarded by some as criminals. Well, do I understand the people's anger, but it saddens me to think that they would thus lash out at their fellow man, especially when we need solidarity most of all. Though I can imagine your plight, I will not presume to fully grasp your pain. Will you tell us of the challenges you and yours have had to face since the war's end? Like all sons and daughters of Ishgard, we dreamed of peace in our lifetime. But now that it has come, we find we have little cause to rejoice. Our faith has long been the foundation of our lives, and overnight the foundation has been crippled by fractures, beyond repair for some. To learn that we had been deceived, and that we had unwittingly deceived others in turn, was devastating. We, who had once been shepherds to men, found ourselves lost lambs, bereft of surety and wanting for guidance. We have languished in darkness, all of us. Yet I have faith that the church will redeem itself, that it will find a new path and again become a beacon of hope for the people. I see. Thank you for sharing this with us. Your testimony has confirmed our suspicions. According to our allies, that which causes people to turn is none other than despair and anguish. If it wasn't before, it is now abundantly clear why members of the clergy are among the transformed. That you did not, I believe, is due to your unwavering faith in the church. In light of this, we would ask for your continued cooperation. Of course, anything to have my breath in. Now that we have established the course, that leaves us with the mystery of profane Fafnir identity. The progenitor of these troubles. Could he too have been a man of the cloth? From what I recall of his garb, I doubt it. He was dressed in a common fashion, and inadequately against the court besides. Was he from the Brion? This said that something of the individual may remain in the blasphemy, influencing his behavior. If we can determine what instincts drive profane Fafnir, we may learn who it once was, and this knowledge, I believe, will prove vital in our efforts to stop it. Deacon Clem, we ask that you reach out to your fellow clergymen. Please do what you can to ease their anxieties. Understood. As I've ever done, I should provide what comfort I can for those in need. Meanwhile, we must make it a priority to identify the blasphemy. To that end, I would seek out more eyewitnesses. The Hoplon is a busy place at any given time. Some ordinary citizens are bound to have been present at the tragic event befalling. I propose we make inquiries in the pillars. If you could attend to the Hoplon, Lord Atterell and I will look into the surrounding areas. Chance lost. Use. How was your music? Okay, fair. Infidels? What are infidels? Unbelievers. Perhaps for a little bit of context to Heavensward, because that of course was not part of stream, and we've actually only really gone through Shadowbringers and Endwalker on stream, that is. When you start Heavensward, of course, spoiler alert, if you're close to Heavensward, because, well, honestly, not so much even, but there was an archbishop, the leader of the church, and they governed everything. They were the prime force behind the war with the dragons. And we broke that all apart. Not adding spoilers to that. Because you should really just experience Heavensward yourself. I mean, it's still a part of a free trial, you know? This music is ever and always glorious. Of this area 1 hand, I pray you make inquiries on Hoplon. And there are bound to be others who witness the transformation. We have but to find them. It's not often that you get to actually take a picture with both of these out in daylight. Also the sheep! Yes! Yes, the sheep is making the perfect picture of this. Yeah. Had to have the picture. Had to have it. Thank you, Isley. Oh. Wait. Is it up here? This part of Ishgard still ever confused me. There we go. I mean, pictures these days are so important for retelling a story, right? You gotta have a proper bunch of screenshots. Alright, summer clothes. Rest of fall. I keep myself warm by the heat I generate during my fights. I wasn't present for the incident at Hoplon, but a young man poorly dressed for the court, that I did see. I recall him well, because an aide from St. Fandros was searching for him. He was a patient at the infirmary, and by coincidence had the same name. By coincidence? A very fortuitous coincidence then. Ooh, I'm not sure if I ever walked through here. I'm discovering new parts of Ishgard. Thank you. Always comfy. At long last. Oh. Okay, sorry. I once crafted this thing because I wanted to craft something, I think for challenge log or something. And this looked like something that people might buy, but over the last few days I've been having a chase of constantly seeing someone else selling the exact same thing for just two gil less. So every day I put it like down 2 gil. Good, good. The dragon had appeared at Hoplon. I saw it with my own eyes. One moment an Alison, the next a terrible beast. It was a heretic, I take it. Whoa! Whoa! The dragon was massive, let me tell you. I didn't know heretics could transform in something so big. Feels bad, man! That this word still exists here. Ah, the memories. The memories. Honestly. Story time. Alright, story time. It was here, among these pieces of green, that I first came in touch with someone who became a friend, who then introduced me to some more of their friends, who then led me to Twitch. Oh boy. No, I didn't see the dragon. Nor would I wish to, far it was it sounds. They say it wasn't a Dravanian sack, but if not, then what was it? It was horror. Good horror. I should really add this song to my Piano Ones playlist. Right now I have the Night Team in my playlist, Night in the Broom. But this is also glorious, but this is a lot more tricky. A lot more tricky. Maybe tonight, yeah, sadly. Hey, what are they saying? Did you search? You had any fruit? No. Not fruit, sadly. I'm a bit hungry. A patient of the Firmament's infirmary, you see. When they were talking about infirmary, I was exactly thinking about the infirmary of the Firmament. I guess the Firmament is just really a thing for people that were there, isn't it? It's another thing that made Shadowbringer so great, you know? Among those with whom I spoke, one claims to have witnessed an individual fitting the description. A man walking in a stubber who did not seem to feel the cold. If he had wandered straight out of the infirmary, it would explain his state of the time. Yes, I dare say we have found a blasphemy. But I think that his name should be Feindro. It is the same as the form of the Haverswald's commander, Sir Feindro the Rougemonder, for whom the infirmary is named. Sir Feindro, however, retired from his station at a ripe old age some years ago. It is not like to have been him. In any case, we have a lead. I shall to infirmary at once. Pray wait for me in the room. I don't wanna. Can I then? Yeah. We're gonna wait with Aymeric. This is fine. Sounds like we can take some more pictures while we wait. Another Haversword story, because we're getting so many things. I'm remembering so many things of Haversword now. When I was... Is it just staying busy? Like, whenever the... I don't think it was particularly Haversword, but... It was the quest, which if you would end it, you would get a Lord Commander minion. So I was at a very tough spot where I had to choose either I could keep Aymeric out in the open, visit him however many times I want it, or continue the story quests, which were at that point, of course, waiting for the next patch. But get the minion. Might have well left him standing there up to the next patch, you know. I'm also not sure how friendly the broom is towards... I would always take the minion. I am a fiend lord. I had a heavy weakness for Lord Commander. Wait, now we're in Ishgard anyway. Hello. Well, aren't you a creature of habit? Not much reason to call on us to this day. Yeah, here you are. Curious to see how we're getting on. Yes! New options! Why do we get new options? Do I have to go find more NPCs that have new options? Any thoughts on on the final day. I'm not sure if I can actually manage Sidurga's voice right now. We did Sidurga's quest line on stream, but like years ago. No, I cannot. I cannot. The black business. I've heard the same as everyone else, which is to say not much. Yours have been evolved, I trust. To the edge of the great expanse and beyond. I won't pretend to understand how any of that was even possible, but I've no doubt it played out exactly as you said. And so, having saved life as we know it from oblivion, you return to your dark night stamping grounds to see if there are any less cosmetic villains in need of a firm rebuke. No rest for the righteous indeed. You'll be disappointed to hear that things are fine for most part. Likely due to you going about playing hero. Aye, not much has changed, to the frustration of many it seems. Like Riel and her hype, I swear. Every day she's trying some new tricks she learned about from a friend's sister cousin. Children are always so eager to grow up. Always do, I suppose, like everyone else once was. Listen, Ariazen, I don't know if you came back hoping I had more final pearls of wisdom to share. Something to put it all in perspective. If you did, you were wrong. You know everything you need to know already. You bear the sword and the promise, memories and dreams of your own and of others. You stand for those who have no one else. That's all there is to it. There's no path to walk or guide to follow. What strength and meaning you derive from the struggle is yours alone to find. No one else was ever the rider. It's always been your story. So go and live. Okay. I can so very much appreciate this. I have a super random question for you. How many minions do you have? I'm building a collection, but I am curious. I don't know. 135. Do you have more? I've not been actively chasing them or buying them or anything. It's just whenever someone screams, does anyone oh! Sorry if you heard that. If anyone speaks up. No, luckily the tea was I already finished the tea. But whenever anyone says I have a spam mini and does anyone still need it, then I'm willing to say, hey, I don't have it, but I'm not actively chasing minions. Oh, I love that though! You can still visit your mentors and have them talk to you. Instead of having story quests, they just have a bit of new text for you. I love that! I love that they're like still actively talking to you. So yeah, if anything you say, I doubt it, but... No, she's still the same. But that was amazing! I love that! Okay. This was my clever way to get to the broom. This music might be one that I hope to learn this year on the piano. Yellow minion. How many years is that from? Oh! Yes. I think Thunder joined a year later, I think. Because I've been... Yeah, it was 3.3 for sure. I had been pulling on Thunder, going like, Thunder, come play with me. Thunder, Thunder, you should come play with me. It's so cool. And he was like, no, I'm playing RuneScape and I'm playing Guild Wars. I'm fine. I'll get you it when I get you it. It was at the same time. It was at the same time as Pokemon Go, I think. That's how I remember it. Let's say it like that. That's how I remember it. Of course, everyone's retelling. It's just a little bit different. But of course, we never spoke about this. He's not looking at you. Why not? Nonetheless. Haha. Oh, the sheep! The sheep is always in the most glorious corners. Yeah, I started playing Final Fantasy XIV at the start of Heavensward. I saw the Heavensward trailer before I started playing. Because my ex, who got me into this game, was so super excited to watch the trailer and he wanted to watch it with me. And I was like, okay. I joined like a month later after Arya told me about it. As someone had base case. Yeah, same person, had base case view. He was like, hey, it was a part of my Humble bundle. There you go. Or it was Humble or it was Steam bundle. I don't know anymore. Why did it come back? I thought I turned it off. Why do I still see the glitters? Weird. It's so dark though. Aymeric is also getting lighted. Good. Don't add in too much because that would be unrealistic. What way is he really looking at? It's like looking over here. Hew. I got it right before Shadowbringers, so it's because my ass. As you know, fair. I just remember that he first used to pay my subscription. And then we broke up and then I was like, now I have to figure a way to pay my own subscription. Because I didn't have a credit card. Found a way. This one's probably going into my break screen as well. Also, we don't have to wait letters now anymore. That's great. Okay, okay. Plenty. I don't think I ever got the opportunity to actually have a picture with Aymeric and this outfit. Because I got it after finishing episode. Because it was the wolves thing. But this is just the Arya outfit, so. Okay. Wait. I can talk to him. Lord Atterell should not belong. Let us wait here. Are we gonna have a little chit chat? I just want to try. At least I'll see whatever it turned out to be eventually. Chit chat? I mean, we're good at chit chatting. Nope. That's a bummer. That was a perfect moment. This is Ardrar Loverick, the aide who was in charge of Aindro. Have you found him? Oh, please say you have. We have not, I am afraid. But we seek to, and hope that you could tell us more about him. May we ask how he came to be at the infirmary? He was found by a patrol in the Central Highlands. After being treated for his hurts, he was brought to us for convalescence. Being in the prime of his years, he had been doing well, but then... Prime of his years. By all accounts, he is no old man. It seems safe to assume it isn't Sir Vaindro. Oh no, he's definitely a different person, as I told Lord Atterell. And though he gave his name as Vaindro, he seemed very confused, and we had no means to confirm his identity. In his state, he should have been wandering about on his own. Please, you must find him. The man who recently turned into a beast at Hoplon. We regret to say it may have been Vaindro. Oh, how can this be? Is the old elf you can tell us? Things you may have said or done when you're cat? Huh. While he was still unconscious, he would often ramble. Though most of it was incoherent, he mentioned the Archbishop many times. Oh, and he spoke of a bishop too. Bishop Ardino. I assumed he was a pious man, given this. I see. Thank you for your cooperation. We will continue our investigation and, should we confirm what became of Vaindro, inform you forthwith. Let's return to the congregation now. The congregation of knights. Go on, move! Don't think I will use my ethereal manipulation on you. I'm gonna miss the stairs, aren't I? For the opening, or whoever it is. Is it here? It's not here. Where is it? I can get from the congregation of knights to the broom, but I can't get from the broom to the congregation of knights. Ah, this'll do. I saw a man with a shield, and then I hoped that I would see another, so I can show you something else. He doesn't have a shield. Neither does he. No shields. Oh, here's a shield. But that's just a General Ishgard shield, isn't it? Bummer. Congregation of the Knights Most Heaven. Oh. And I'm not sure if we're getting through this quest today, because I'm getting too many memory things here. I'm going on a long memory trip. Hi there. I'm happy I'm not the only one that's walking up here. I used to like sign out here. It's like, no! I will sleep in the same place as Lord Aymeric. Going by that cry. In the past 2 days, I think, 2 people shouted out during some kind of trial or something like, "Alright, who has that very obvious Mikoda voice?" My girl tends to have some vigor in her voice when fighting. And I thought only I could hear that. That just every character had these kind of voices, and that you would only hear your own. Yeah. Because find row B. You have a whole bunch of people that you could ask, I guess. The 2 of you. The mystery remains, but we are one step closer to identifying the man who became profane Fafnir. Indeed, though he did not at first appear to be a member of the clergy, his words betray a fervent faith. And how curious that he should speak not only of the Archbishop, but Bishop Vardenok specifically. Perhaps he was personally acquainted with his grace. We took down all of the Haversword, right? In light of the possibility, I believe we should speak with him directly. Agreed. I will request an audience, but his grace has many demands upon his time. It may be a while before we are seen. Should you have other business, pray feel free to attend to them in the meantime. Aww. Offering me some time. I should probably replay Haversword, as I was not around when it came out. It's because I was around when it came out that everything was so much there. Is what that good? Is Haversword that good? Especially the later part, but which is like with every expansion, you know. As soon as they made like a good base, then most certainly the second half of Haversword is already very enjoyable. As soon as you get together with Itar. And especially the thing that keeps FFXIV in such a high regard for me, beside the Lord Commander, is Dragon Song. Just a whole patch Dragon Song. Also probably because it's one of the first things I remember being on the launcher. But you finished Endwalker? Or did you use a story skip? I will soon replay it and then I can see for myself again everything. No! No! Okay, yes, go play it. That makes sense. I do highly recommend playing through FFXIV. I will not throw any more spoilers than that, but where Endwalker ends at the end of the final quest Endwalker, if you actually look back at more Shadowbringers, then you had the whole story up to the 5.0. But then you still had 2 bits after you still had 3 patches to finish up the story, and they do that so well. And even if you've played Shadowbringers, then it's very interesting to see what happens after Dragon Song, because that was a bit weird at the time of FFXIV, and I didn't quite understand it up to the point that suddenly you're like, wait, really? FFXIV beats Endwalker MMO. Shadowbringers stop. FFXIV second. I'm still like, FFXIV is so far back. I'm not sure if I enjoyed the entirety of FFXIV that much. So I think they're still pretty equal. But FFXIV had to do it all on its own information, on its own lore. Literally, I was straight into Shadowbringers as I was learning the basics of the game, which was not easy, but I feel like it made me a bit better. Yeah, that's tricky. That's kind of like the Palace of that kind of ideas. Where you just start at level 1 and you just pick up a class you never had, and then people cry in despair as people use classes of which they have no clue how they work. Having a harsh teacher would do it to you as well, yes. I have many teachers in this game. Literally, they're just following the trailer quest titles. Only justice, only vengeance. Arizona, excellent timing as ever. Deacon Clemens just sent word that Bishop Father knows will see us now, by which I mean right this instant. It's extremely short notice, I know, but it would not do miss the opportunity to learn how he and Faendro may be connected. Not wishing to keep his grace waiting, Lord Aymeric is already on his way to Saint Remenos Cathedral. Come, let's hurry up. It scared me. Okay. for this once. Let's take the Ethernet shells. We're in a hurry, so. I am now pretty useless. It's pretty neat. Just in time? Ah, very soon. Full glad I am that you could join us. Woohoo! Seems as Grace is yet to arrive. Perfectly timed. My lords, I'm so sorry. I informed this Grace that you were making your way hither, but shortly before you arrived, he recalled that he had urgent business and had to leave the cathedral at once. He cannot have yet gone far, though. Seems you wish to search for him and hopes you can steal a moment of his time. But he's busy! To grant us an audience, only to depart with such haste. What business could be so pressing? Good question. It's crazy yet to return, I'm afraid. I'll watch over the people's here. Can we help you, good sir? Is it a matter you can share with us? For a moment I thought it was there. Go so deep. I find his grace, or is it? So where's Aymeric? Did he go the other way? Well, I know that even a savior of Ishgard should be here. Your grace, perhaps. It's simply a misunderstanding. But we were under the impression that you had granted us an audience. Lord Speaker, rest assured, I was just about to return to the cathedral. There is no need, your grace. This will not take long. As you may have heard, we are investigating a young man named Faindro. Is he known to you? No, I cannot say he is. With the exception of the former Archimandrite, I'm sure I know no one by that name. No one. But mine and Archbishop's are known to many, yes? Perhaps you should take inspiration from public services over which we presided. Goodly saw that he is. Full glad am I that his fate was of comfort to him in sickness, and I pray alone that he will soon be found in good health. Now then, if there is nothing else, I shall return to my duties. Echo! Cherubert? Fear not, your eminence. I shall carry on your legacy. We have completed the preparations as per your instructions, but are you certain this will work? It will. It must. Lord Aymeric spoke the truth when he revealed the Archbishop sought primal powers to strengthen the people's faith. I could not bring myself to believe it. Not at first, but in the course of cataloguing His Eminence's personal articles, I came upon his journal. Therein, he had written that through abundant eating and fervent prayer, it is possible to make gods of men. And the power we require lies in this place, this Azizla, by channeling the essential elements into the soulless flesh and sword we found. we shall summon forth King Thornton and his Knights 12, and by his blessing, Ishgard shall be restored to its former glory. He of the highest fate? Changed appearance. What is this? It's just an ordinary man, scarcely changed from before. Evidence. I must protect. No. No, this isn't right. Confound it. Perhaps I overlooked something. I must return to the Holy See and review the journal. And it's gone. Your Grace, what shall we do with this thing? Leave it. It is a failure without use or value. The denizens of this place would deal with it soon enough. I thought that might be the case. Arizona, are you well? Were perchance granted a vision of the past? Of course he already fled. An attempt summoning of King Thornton and the Knights 12. Your Grace, you should know full well that summoning is strictly forbidden. You will accompany us to the congregation and explain yourself. I have dedicated my life to the church, conducted my affairs in accordance with the scriptures. Ooh. But you took it all from us, turned on everything that defined us. You cannot know how it feels to have your very existence rejected, to be forsaken by your community, to be denied by your society. Well, I deny you endless justice. I deny you Ishgard or the church. I refuse to accept it to him. I refuse to accept it. You're going too close. And you're still not a unique creature. Such is Aymeric as one of my favorite cutscenes from FFXIV. Quick to action, no hesitation. Let's go. Your Grace, no! There should come to violence yet again. Would that your hand had not been forced, my lord. Deacon Clem should not be alone at this time. I should remain with him while tending to the aftermath. When things have settled, I will return to the congregation. Pray go on ahead and get some rest. Whoopsie. That was great! That was great! I am very amused. We were going to the congregation of knights most happily. And we're going back to the Skysteel Manifesto. If I would have just had the list and just clicked on the list, then I would have gotten it, but it's not where I meant to get it. I need to go to the Forgotten Knight. Direct action, right? Exactly. He's a good leader for a reason. This being one of them. Now he's actually looking at you. But now that it's just the lights and everything here are kind of horrible. Already get a good picture with him. This is fine. Oh, so you can take pictures with him. You probably even like soon with the catch-up event. Maybe. How fast did you go? Well enough, given the circumstances. Although understandably shaken, he is more determined than ever to help his fellows. Truly, he is possessed of a stout heart. But to think that even a member of the Synod could succumb to despair and terror. The crisis gripping the church is far graver than I had imagined. Pushing for such an abrupt separation of religion and state, we may have exacerbated the growing divide between the clergy and the general populace. Ariazo, will you recount in full that which you witnessed in your vision? You should seek to use one of Alex's unholy abominations to create a primal. Yet that which manifested was not like the being you fought, or rather retained the form of man, one driven by the desire to protect the Archbishop. And such are the two! The two and two together. Or one and one. We may safely assume the bishop did not have sufficient ether. Bereft of Nidog's eye, the sword Ascalon no longer has such power. Nor does that of the Warring Triad remain to be harnessed, thanks to your valorous intervention. If the summoning failed, how did the clone come to possess life? And what purpose drives it? Lack of ether notwithstanding, the necessary components were present for the summoning. Perhaps the ritual itself was a success, and the vessel, though imperfect, arose as a champion of the Archbishop. Yet how did he come to be in the Central Highlands? You believe that this clone and the man who became the blasphemy are one and the same? Yes. Nay, I merely speculate, yet considering what we know of the clone and Faintro, it would seem a likely possibility. Whatever the truth may be, it will not elude us forever. But first, I must lay some groundwork for the next phase of our investigation. God's permitting, I will have news to share ere long, so pray look in on us when you go. Whoop, whoop. The timing is just perfect. The timing is just perfect. And of course, he is off again because Arturel will be the one to dispense all the quests. Let me just look at the quest title. Wills unbending, fate unbending, and we continue on. Would almost want to watch the trailer again for Heaven's Ward. But I mind what I said, it's a good moment to take a small break, to maybe get yourself some snacks or some drinks. I should make some more to keep up with the hydration at least a little bit. And then we shall continue, which yeah, the levels do go up. Which more Average Word Stories. I'm really enjoying this! I'm enjoying this so much. Just Heavensward. When I was going through Heavensward, it was just like, you reach Heavensward? Not even reach Heavensward. I just met the Lord Commander. I was like, nice sculpt. And just by getting to know him, just before, like the moment I hit the Heavensward and I was finally in Ishgard, because I kept saying, I'm going to Ishgard, I'm going to Ishgard, I'm going to Ishgard. And when I finally hit Ishgard, everything was like, and that was Heavensward, and that was, which every moment was great. Every single bit of time I had, I just pushed into Heavensward. It was so nice. And of course, I cried every time that Aymeric wasn't there. Okay, it might not literally cry, but I cried out for the Lord Commander, for just a sign of him. So yeah, I had a rather deep crush for a certain Lord Commander. But let's take a little break, and I'll be right back. Do you enjoy some fairy tale music in the meantime? No worries about the stream thing. I've actually found the option where I can turn off the sounds on tells. Which means I do not hear them anymore. If I'm spoiler dodging, but I'm not spoiler dodging anymore. Thank you, comrade. Yes! Yes! Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Thank you for this reminder, Phaedra. We just finished Endwalker. And now I can go see what alert we should have. Thank you for the reminder. Thank you so much for 50 months. So soon, should we have a 50 months of stream celebration of affiliation? I think we're already on 50 months of stream. Thank you, Phaedra, for always being here and for always modding and for always being a precious friend and actually for dragging me through Final Fantasy XIV stuff. Now I love that. Now I hope to see you again soon. So I want to play board games again. I actually was in my break. Yet again, I can't help it. I just can't really figure out Endwalker or Heavensward. Because Heavensward had a satisfying ending. Because it had extra patches on it. I don't know. To get a shared second place. I got some nice ones at Chris. Me too. I got Jaipur, T for 2, and Angkor. So we have so many things to try. I still have things. I have at least, I think, 5 things I want to try. 5 things that are unopened that I've never tried. So yeah. Thank you so much, Daisy. We are on a quest with our Aymeric, and I think he's finding that not everything has been communicated to the House of Commons. I think it's called House of Lords and House of Commons. I didn't know that my staff has such a good end as well. Honestly, it's actually really nice that I am doing a Heavensward quest with an Isleshire staff. It's nice. Very nice. I think my whole outfit is still very much Heavensward based. Most of it. Well, sun ending, faith unbending, So will the next one be Stone defending our Stone defending our shield shall serve something. Such a good trailer. Arjun, you are ever sight for soul eyes. Ill tidings, my friends. I dispatched the Temple Knights to find the clergyman who aided in Bishop Ferdinand's summoning the town. Regrettably, when confronted, all turns and had to be put down. When you know you're doing something wrong, we just keep on doing it. Without their accounts, how then to ascertain that the clone and faint rogue are the same individual? Maintaining the assumption that they are, perhaps we should instead consider how faint rogue may have found its way to Carthus. According to Arizona's vision, he was abandoned in Az's lab. But what did he do afterwards? Then there's but one way to ascertain the truth. We follow his trail. I shall go and search for the clone in Az's lab. If he is still dead, then we are dealing with a different individual. A splendid idea. We leave the floating continent in your capable hands. Meanwhile, Arizona and I shall retrace Ventro's steps once he first appeared. Upon being found in the Central Highlands, he was taken to Camp Dragonhead. Let us begin by making inquiries there. Yay! This couldn't have gone any better. Az's Law is one of those things. Az's Law is just very much Ultima Thule to me. But Ultima Thule actually had fabulous music. It's also kind of a place that had to be there. And just didn't touch my fancy. Camp Dragonhead! Our little friend won't be there now. The young one. Oh, this music though. One of the best things of Around the Ball. Have I never talked to the Chocobo Kid? Oh yeah, hello. Sorry. Okay. That was not what I expected to find. Nice shield! Oh, my shoe's finished. I might have put other stuff there. But still, this works. And so does this. So this is fine. I just don't know why my shoes aren't what they used to be. Skinny area? What? I just wanted to show my shield. I'm one of you. Investigating the stranger we found, are you? I wasn't informed myself, so I can't tell you much about the fellow. But in case it is of interest, early of the same day, I caught sight of an airship flying dangerously low. It soon disappeared into the brewing snowstorm, looking none so steady. Thank you. Your actions will tell a story about an airship flying low. Yeah, that's also the part where I started paying attention. Ooh, you can actually stand on this. Usually you'd fall through. Good stand. Steady stand. I think we've talked before. Well now, if it isn't the late Lord Horshapon's dear friend, is this something you require? Ah yes, the mystery man. I was among those who tended him. He was not attired for the snow, much less a snowstorm in which he had been caught. I was suffering from frostbite. When people are extremely cold, they may mistakenly feel that they are warm in the robe. That might explain his state of undress. I hope I will never have to experience that. That sounds scary as heck. And the last one is inside, I think. Yeah. They put up his painting! Is this the first time I noticed this? Madeline! What are you doing here? You're everywhere, nowhere. Lord Amelie's spell of absence afforded me time to return to my writing. I must admit that life was rather duller without him, though not necessarily for the worse. I am writing his memoirs. The story of his glorious life. Ariason! Oh, girl, when I saw you off in the Ragnarok, every phase you would return. Here you are! A more dependable comrade, a man could not hope for. Thanks. Oh, there's actually a bite in his table. It's almost like my computer table. It's an honor to receive you. What brings you to our humble camp today? An injured man who was found out in the wilds. Yes, I know the one. I was with the patrol that chanced into him north of here, at Providence Point. He wasn't conscious and in a bad way, and we hurriedly bore him back to camp. After doing all we could for him, we sent him onto the city. Did I just not notice him? Has he always been? No, he's not always been there because we said hi to the Chocobo Keep. He just appeared magically. You would say it's not that dark yet, but oh, it's clouds. You see? And of course, some black chocobo. There you are. Were you able to learn aught of interest? Ooh. A mysterious man found collapsed after an airship was seen flying low. Yes, the accounts I heard are consistent with yours. I, for one, am curious about the fate of this unknown airship. To that end, I have arranged a pair of black chocobos for us, in a more efficiently discovered area. We've done this more often in this expansion. We shall continue a search to Providence Point, where flamethrower sets have been found. We're gonna fly together! I mean, I can just summon my draw chocobo, or take you along on the ride on my cruise chaser, but I appreciate that you went through the effort, so we'll take your black chocobos. If you're ready, well, let us be off. Yes! Woohoo! Double chocobo! There's a random person in my screenshot. I am not listening to what you're saying, sorry. Did you say anything? You did not. This is so cool. I love this. Nothing so far. Let's continue northeast. Okay. Why am I so far behind? This is so cool. The dawn. By the fury, that's the blasphemy. Where did he get the airship? This eminence must protect this eminence. You're finally awake. Alone be praised. How are you feeling? Strong enough to speak? Can you tell me your name? My name is Severin? No, Jeremy. Was it Falcon? Polygran? So many names, swirling in my mind. Voices have rejected them. Is there none they will accept? Are you alright? Cherubber. Fendra. My name is Fendra. Well, now that's the same of that's the same of our infirmary. I dare say fate has guided you to us. Say, Fendra, if you're feeling up to a loaded conversation, can you tell me about yourself? Anything else you remember? Anything at all? A proud son of House Zemel? No. A devout servant of Halone, who lives for the rush of battle, the pleasure in inflicting pain, the attentions of maidens, to fight beside my brother in arms. If you have, like, absorbed all of the Heavensward, Loburn Rund, whose every effort went unrewarded, his very name disqualified him from ever leading the Temple Knights. But his eminence raised me up, granted me a place at his side. From that day forward, I pledged my soul to his service, pledged my very being, my life to be offered up in defense of his. I am a knight of the Heavensward, sworn to protect and serve the Archbishop. Oh, you're a knight? Forgive me if that sounded rude, but I don't know, no idea. And while I realize your memories may be a bit muddled, I'm afraid I must inform you that the Heavensward have not been seen in quite some time and are presumed dead. And the Archbishop, well, he most certainly no longer of this world. But the important thing is you're safe now, and we'll help you get back on your feet. Speaking of which, let me bring some food and water. You must be absolutely famished. That kinda hurt. The Archbishop dead? No. No, this cannot be. How can he still be alive when he is not? I must find him. Your ether is a bit thin. Area zone. For the glory of Ring Thornton. Another vision, I take it. I am that dirt that's always not there when you need it, right? Let's make for Ishgard. I expect that Lord Arturel will return soon, if he has not already, and we should both be glad to hear your tale. Everyone believes my video. I'm a good storyteller. Okay, thanks. Someone is helping there. They really have a way of just pressing the cutscenes on you. And maybe you saw the dragon really scared me. I made it! I ran as quick as I could. Wait, didn't we fly back together with the black chocobos? Very good. Hello! How are you today? Yeah! Did he not return yet? Ah, Area Zone. The previous search was more productive than mine own. I thought we'd fly back together with the black chocobos. It's hard after 3 weeks of holiday. That's fair. Enjoy your evening and your rest. Everyone is here. Excellent. So were you able to find her clone in Az's lab? Nay. Naught but the discarded Ascalon remained. How fare you with your own efforts in the Central Highlands? In the course of retracing Faendro's steps, we came upon the rank of the Select. Just a little detail. In a lot of cutscenes, they tend to call you my friend, my champion, my hero, the warrior of light, you know? But because it's not spoken, because they don't have voice acting, they're actually using your name. He's so precious. Going to lurk some FF here while playing Warzone. Sounds good. We're just doing some side quest stuff. Rolequest with the glorious Lord Commander. I suspect he found the vessel abandoned in Az's lab and tried to use it to return to Ishgard. But he crashed en route and was subsequently rescued by a patrol from Captain Dragonhead. So it would seem. And the Archbishop airship was not the only thing we found. Professor Fafnir was there too. The creature chose to flee, but not before Arizona had a vision of Faendro's past. Go on, my friend. Share with us what you witnessed. Okay. Grab yourself a hot choco. All the pieces fit. And as you surmised, my lord, Faendro and the clone are one and the same. And in his despair, he turned into a blasphemy. Yet the confusion he exhibited when asked his name, as if he wasn't sure of his own identity. According to the science, primals retain the memories of their previous incarnations. From this, it may be assumed that the clone harbours the memories of all those who became King Thorn and his Knights 12. Though he struggled to reconcile these conflicting memories, he managed to settle on the name Faendro. The voices within were clearly in agreement when facing Arizona. The mere sight of one drove the blasphemy to flee. Above all, however, they shared a desire to protect the Archbishop. This desire was seared into Faendro's very being, and when he learned that he no longer had a purpose, the heavens all took up arms against us and Ishgard. By their hand were we robbed of one of our finest knights and a dear friend. Even so, would not wish such a terrible fate upon them. The self-same fate inflicted upon full-minded clergymen, and a fate I fear ordinary citizens will succumb to if we fail to act. The people will not soon forget the betrayal of our church leadership, nor should they, but absent the comfort and stability once afforded to them by the institution, many have become lost and are all too vulnerable to despair. The people don't have to forget, but they need to move forward. The church can still be a source of comfort, but things need to change. We are all for comfort! Yes! Just the slip moment of silence, I was like, what are they gonna do, okay? What are they gonna do? Are you gonna throw me some cool Heavensward music? Heck yeah! So good! So good! I thought as much myself, my friend. But to hear you say it as well. Indeed, when the grown upon which we stand crumbles, we must find the strength to move forward, even should it cause us pain to do so. Lord Commander, at the next house session, I shall call for an ecumenical council to be held. My lord, such a gathering is successful. Oh, you attend for the church to codify a new doctrine? Damn, you found your man of action here, yeah. Since the separation of religion and state, we have refrained from interfering in church affairs. The church is to remain a part of Ishgardian society and continue serving the people. It must reconsider its role and formally address recent revelations. I will call for this council not as Lord Speaker, but as a humble adherent of the faith. Long had I considered whether such measures were necessary, but lacked the courage to set them in motion. I now have it, thanks to you. I shall tend to the necessary preparations at once. Among other things, we must reach out to those of the clergy who are amenable to reform. I ask for your patience in the meantime. I mean, even he was the man of action, then I might as well have been confounded by the dragon. Woo! I'm all for the story quest. All for it. I'm so happy with this. Is this going to be the best thing of Endwalker? I'm not even kidding, you know. Harlan and Asians are great, but I'm completely back into my Heavensward love. It was like, you what? You're going to think it's better than me? No! Come back to us! You're from Ishgard! His pointer goes over here, but his eyes are like over there. Oh! Almighty Fairy, guide us to victory. I hope glad they didn't kill yours. Shouldn't have. I'm just having too much fun. Area's own. Owing to Lord Aymeric's swift action, I am pleased to say that the Ecumenical Council will soon be held. In case you are unaware, the Council is the highest assembly in the Ishgardian Orthodox Church. Its purpose to deliberate and decide upon doctrine. The previous one was held no less than 80 years ago, and 4 archbishops have since come and gone. As such, most Ishgardians know little of it, save that which they have read in the historical records. Traditionally, the archbishop and members of the synod would meet behind closed doors. In light of Bishop Vartano's fate, however, this time the doors will be thrown open to the public. The doors will be thrown open. Indeed, for the first time in history, all men and women of the faith may have a hand in shaping the mission and the teachings of the Church. It is my hope that you will also join us in this endeavor. Second clue, allow me to express our gratitude for your efforts in facilitating the council. We appreciate the difficulty of your position. I merely heed my conscience and my faith, my lord. Acting in Bishop Vartano's stead, I should do all within my power to see that the church may serve the people once more. Where is the Lord Speaker, if I may ask? He stepped outside for a moment, saying that he wished to gather his thoughts ahead of the council. The hour draws nigh, however. Ariazone, I shall proceed to the vault with the good deacon. In the meantime, may I ask you to find Lord Aymeric? He should be the last vigil, I believe. We're going to bring him some comfort! I love it! I love it so much! Bring me back to those days. Does no one knock before entering? That's a very good question. Wait. Yeah. I thought so. That knight would never let you in unless you have business there. Lord? Last vigil being... Yeah. Oopsie. Do we rush to him at this hour of need, or do we just appreciate Ishgar a little bit and do not spook him? I mean, it does look rather mighty if you look at it like that. House for tongues! What is he looking at? Also, I didn't remember that these kind of things were actually just an Ishgar thing. While we were in the firmament, I very much thought like, hey, this is the perfect place for an aetheryte. Fair enough. Is that okay? Are thou lost in thought? And how to go on about this? See, you just walk on. You don't run in. Oh, hope it's you, my friend. Is it time already?
We finally got our chit chat.
I see. My apologies for making you come and fetch me. I've been thinking, Arizona, on the path I have chosen to walk, and on those who have been left behind as a consequence of my actions. Right? I love to take my pictures. I felt bad at first for taking pictures during streams, but now I just can't be bothered anymore. Through the years, I learned to just not be bothered. Do the same thing, and seeing you do it makes me feel way better. No, wait, now I don't remember what you said anymore. I've been thinking, Arizona, on the path I have chosen to walk, and on those who have been left behind as a consequence of my actions. Those who died fighting, those burdened with boundless grief, those deprived of position and purpose. Like any nation, Ishgard is made up of disparate souls with disparate beliefs. Without an enemy to unite us, we recall the differences we once set aside out of necessity, and find amongst our old friends new ideological foes. The future I had envisioned is far more difficult to secure than I ever imagined. What must I do for our people to live in harmony? For our nation to move forward as one? Such questions I've been pondering. We should begin making our way to the council. Shall we continue conversation while we walk? Are we gonna be accompanied by Lord Aymeric, please? Oh bless! Oh bless! I mean, just when you always want right. Whenever you have a common, like when you're having a destination in common, you go there together, right? Instead of, I'll see you over there. Instead of like, we could go there together, you know? Such a cool thing. To have people accompany you. Okay, we're gonna need the full time for this. The full evening. Oh, this is glorious and great, and I love it. It's so good. Should be using shared teleports? What do you mean shared teleports? Do this. Are you also going crazy for the Lord Commander? Are you also doing the exact same thing as me? Well, you know what the problem was, combat? This good sir is so busy with keeping everything up. And he has like a second in command, which is also female, which is like loyal unto death. Let's say it like that. And I was always like, we're just the two that keep him alive and safe, and we'll just not bother him with anything romantic, but we will make sure that his dreams come true. In all honesty, I'm not ready for this. Let's come back to this in a moment. I have to show you something. And only the people who are actually looking into it actually figure this out. I do have a house in this game. God, I just mean how if you're in the same party, how one of you has to be... Oh, can I just take him everywhere with me? Accompany me anywhere. We're gonna go have lots of pictures. I'm still walking. This is fine. Welcome to my humble abode. Where of course you were welcomed by Ishgard music, by a wallpaper of the Bordel, which is the surname of, which is a name given to Lord Aymeric. I still have to do something about this place. But if, by any chance, ever, the Lord Commander would deem me with a visit, then I'm not sure if he would be that much appreciative of it, or that he goes like, oh my god, you're really that much of an Ishgard fan. Because this is, I think, the Ishgardian walls. And we can have some nice dinner together. With a perfect picture, with the outlook on Ishgard. A nice cozy fire. And just in case either of us gets a bit tired, we can take a nap. Welcome to the story of the forever lonely Kota that has never been bonded, that's always waiting for the one that will probably not appear. Okay, so much for a little extra lore that's not going into box. When I was talking to Minta yesterday about just things that happened in Endwalker, he was like that he had a certain story that he started his journey upon. And I'm like, I don't really have such a story. But what I do have is 6 years of story, of character creation, of many stories and things. So she certainly does have lore. It's just not as extensive. I mean, okay. Sorry for a little interruption. I just had to fill in some gaps. Okay, I'm not ready, but I'm ready. Now let us be off. If it is agreeable, I would like to look on for Tom's manor. Do we have to finish the quest today? I want to walk around with him all of Ishgard. Take him through all of Ishgard, please. Where are we even going? I don't know, but we're going by House for Tom's. This is amazing. He is just not looking at me. He's always looking over me. He's even looking past my weapon. Hey, sorry, I didn't see you there. Oh, look, another caster. That came rushing in. Will you stop looking at my good sir? Thank you. He's
my shirt. Mine! You can take pictures with him everywhere!
Ah, now I'm frustrated.
He does look everywhere! I want to use the
There's not necessarily a place that I would say that we should go. So we haven't much time. I'm glad for the opportunity to stroll about the city with you. Aww.
I'm very proud. I'm very happy with this job.
Woman! What will I have to try to understand him? Don't try to understand this one. I'm a bit difficult. Feels like another age that you and yours were no more than foreign words at high school times. In actual fact, it may be considered so. For your coming set in motion a chain of events that brought an end to the Dragonstone War, ushering in a new age of harmony. You paved the way for meaningful change in our nation, and for that you shall ever have my gratitude. Now then, shall we continue on to the architects? It always kind of like behind you, you know?
I wanted it, I wanted this. For so long. No.
Who's you then? I didn't know. He has a unique outfit. He's vanishing. He's just like a minion. You have to make sure he poses the right way if you want to take a picture. I'm sorry, they made everything so FFC. This person just wants to get through. I format. I'm just thoroughly enjoying my little stroll. What just up to his head? I didn't do the schmow. Schmow! Beam! Beam! No, you will only... But he does look at the camera, by the way. You can take lots of selfies. I can take a selfie with Aymeric! Sorry. we might run a bit late today. I never really got this chance when I started. You knew this was happening! You knew this was happening! Somehow my character never really looks at the camera, so I always have to repost and then make sure that everyone else also looks. It's almost like selfie. I need to point, okay. I'm not sure if you were aware of this, Icy, but you can also make selfies. Let me see if I can make it work. I managed with Iron Vow. I should take away my weapon for that. He's too tall! It's impossible! It's absolutely impossible! Kind of adorable, right? I love my nails as well, by the way. Okay, it's a bit weird, but this is already a little bit better. I promise I try to not make it too long, and thank you for everything and everyone for your sakes. You know, it's always like he's like trying to be small for my sake. Ah, so small. I'm so small. Which is in general not a bad thing, but okay. This is not. Is this the? Wait. Yes, it is, because that is the vault. So this is already the last bit. So you only got this tiny walk. Fine, I got some cute pictures. This is fine. I won't hold you captive any longer. Talking about captives. Ooh, ha 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 ha. It was just the perfect moment to use this. It's a special pose just for black mages. King Thornton and his Knights 12, the murderers of Radatoska. Since truth of their ancient crime came to light, many have demanded that these images be thrown down. Or it just became an even bigger mystery to me. Yeah, though what our founding fathers did was wrong. Neither is it right to simply expunge them and their deeds from history. To do so would be to deny our people's path we would follow for 1,000 years, we have the chance to forge a new future. That we, as a nation, must decide how we will confront our past. Forgive me, I was lost in thought yet again. Let us join Deacon Clem in the vault.
No, it's still not the last bit. We're still walking together to the forge.
I guess up to there. I guess each person is just rushing. Ah, this music in the background. I have to ask a certain person who might have been lurking about in my streams if she already did this. It's actually a healthy thing that I'm doing this. Oh, like that. Okay. That we're doing this on stream. Otherwise, I would never manage to break free.
I thank thee for this little walk, for this little respite.
We shall continue. There you are, my friends. The council is about to convene. Let us take our place in audience hall. Did we get voice acting? Did we get voice acting? Don't think so. Wishful thinking. Esteemed members of the clergy and honored adherents of the faith, I thank you all for your attendance. In recent days, our nation has been racked by a series of tragedies. Those among us who do our Lord's work have been transformed in abominations. This dreadful phenomenon has been brought about by the final days, and it is upon our despair and anguish that it feeds. Thus, if we ought to prevent further tragedy, we must strive to ensure that all Ishgardians, clergymen and citizens alike, abide with peace and love for one another in their hearts. To that end, have I called this ecumenical council the first in generations, that we might together determine a path forward for the church and our society as a whole. Since antiquity, the Ishgardian Orthodox Church served the people in two respects: as the furry spear to strike at the heart of dragonkind, and as the furry shield to safeguard the souls of men. But now that we are at peace with the Travanians, the church needs no longer serve as a spear, and so we must now reconsider how we might better serve as a shield for our brethren. The hierarchy must be reformed, and for that we need accountability. The upper echelon must be stripped of rank at minimum, and investigations conducted, trials held if the evidence is sufficiently damning, and then we may turn our attention to the doctrines of lies. As our predecessors did before us, we of the Synod have ever sought to interpret the scriptures to the best of our ability, and thence conveyed her Lord's will to the people. such fervent pursuit of retribution at the expense of doctrine would come also at the expense of her faith. I feel like something's going wrong here. Oh boy. Have we won the war to lose our souls? Oh Haloni, are we outside your grace? This bodes ill. At this rate, someone might turn. Yep. Since the war's end, the Church and the faithful have stood at crossroads, unable to take the next step forward. His Grace, Bishop Vardenoaks, may he walk in Alonis halls, was once such soul, and in his longing for simpler times, he resorted to using forbidden magics. He succumbed to despair. In our minds, we renounce the lies upon which our nation was built. But in our hearts, we yearn for the righteous, misguided though it was, that gave us comfort and purpose for so long. So let us not forget who we were. Let us confront the mistakes of the past and learn from them, that we do not repeat the mistakes of our forefathers. As fervently as we believed in a sacred duty, we struggle to accept the Church's deception and embrace change. The legacy of Thornen weighs heavy, and there is a temptation to simply cast it aside, like a mantle that suits us no longer. Yet, that would dishonor the sacrifice of those who went before. Countless souls who served the people with purest intent. So heavy though it may be, let us together bear this burden as we set forth anew. Our friend Arizona risked life and limb to reveal the truth to us, the truth that our legend and our scripture were tainted by betrayal, but not wholly corrupted. I'm absolutely fit for this very formal meeting. Open shoulders and everything. So think loud, let's go. Though the great wall and towering spires of our city may have been built with murder and deception, they rest upon a foundation, immutable and true, our devotion to her alone, whom we have worshipped since before our forefathers settled these lands. The Church is a font of practical wisdom, and its teachings guide us in our daily lives. Such things define our faith, no less than the lies. We can acknowledge our sins without renouncing our religion. Aye, and without rejecting who we are. extensive review of scripture as well as historical literature will be necessary. Revisions, as appropriate, must be made to ensure that the truth of our past is preserved for future generations. With your peerless knowledge of church doctrine, I dare say none is better suited to leading that effort than you. I also expect that many eyes will be required to pore over all the tomes, and I do know many idle men and women of faith who would jump at the chance to do Helena's work once more. That day, so very long ago, I had no answer to my father's words, but it seems the people had it within them all along. That music is just that's just heaven's wall. It's such good music. With this, the church and the people have taken a first step towards a brighter future. Yay! That's well Lord Aymeric interjected when he did. Yay! He's still thinking about it then. Okay. The council went better than I dared hope. I mean, sometimes you just gotta do things, right? If you have the right conviction and the right preparation. Truly, while the details remain to be decided, it was a resounding success. Your words helped everyone to find common ground. I know not how to thank you. Much credit must go to Arizona. The resident nodder. What? As a friend, yes. As a friend. As your moral support. In the face of great hardship, never did you hesitate to press on, and our people have not forgotten this. Indeed, well do I remember the day you flew into Ishgard upon a dragon's back, and making possible the impossible, you inspired us all. In you we glimpsed a fury, a vision of courage in the face of uncertainty. Looking to your example, we shall endeavor to bring about change to the church, for the future of all Ishgardians. There will, of course, still be souls who struggle to rise above the mire of despair, but my fellows and I shall be there to take a hand in faith and love. For what is faith if not salvation? Faith right is salvation. Okay, noted. Well, I best return to the capital. We have much more to do. Ah, but ere I forget, I have tracked down that which you requested. Some repairs will be necessary, but it will be seen to with all haste. Ah? Yes. Some music! This is why the main sub sign on 1 to 6 months is this music. It's my unknown-in-love. Mytheria, thank you for the follow.
this music. How I miss just a request like this. Would almost cry of happiness, happy tears. This is also a gift subsite, by the way. And this is also why you see in the very first, and probably also the gift sub, we have a little animation, but of course, Lord Commander.
I had tasked the deacon with finding a certain item. You see? A secret weapon, one might say. Given what we know of profane Fafnir, I suspect it will be of great use in our hunt. Once the repairs are complete, we shall be ready to strike.
This music is so good! Ah! I love it so much.
With the church having reached an accord with the people, the risk of more clergymen turning is greatly diminished. We may now focus entirely on the blasphemy. This time we freed Faintrow from the storm. Rest why can I reason, for I dare say the coming battle will demand the best of us.
After the first weekend that Endwalker was released, one of the people in my free company, so in the guild, said like, I just finished Endwalker! No spoilers, but it's everything I wanted it to be! And that's right now what I'm feeling with this quest. It's everything that I wanted! It's so good! Am I gonna be a hypocrite and say that this quest is the very best thing of Endwalker? Maybe. I'm not sure if that's a hypocrite, but it's by far, I can't help it. I can't help it. I'm just having too much fun with this.
Ever march heaven's wall.
But that's not a part of the song.
It's not.
Oh, we're getting materia again. Those sell really well.
Coconut pot chowder.
Why do you not give Ishgardian tea then? This would have been a perfect moment to give people Ishgardian tea.
I still have a cup, I think. Or I used it. I think I used it.
Because it was wasting space in my inventory.
Glad tidings, are you saying? Since the Ecumenical Council, not a single soul will stand. Safe in that knowledge, we need only think of how to hunt down the blasphemy.
It's probably still a carcass.
Arusan, you are here too. Excellent. I am pleased to say that the secret weapon is ready. We may now look to dealing with profane Fafnir. As you will recall, when last we encountered it, it was lying awake by the supply. An instinct driven by its inherited memories, I believe. It seeks to protect that which it most strongly associates with the Archbishop. In all likelihood, it was the self-same motive that compelled it to come to the Holy See. From the skies above, it keeps watch over the Holy Fall. And when next it descends, we shall exploit this instinct by using a secret weapon to lure it to the chance. What exactly is this secret weapon? It is none other than the Fury's Grace, the holy crosier of the Archbishop. Suspecting that Bishop Fardiner had retrieved it from us now, I had Deacon Clem search his private quarters. My suspicions proved correct. With the crochet in hand, I shall make an irresistible bait for profane fattening.
You've always wanted to be bait, so good for you.
Lord, that is unconceivable. Oh Lord, that's unconsignable risk. There is no telling how the blasphemy will react. Indeed, but we can be confident that I will command his undivided attention, thus ensuring that no more of our citizens are placed in harm's way. If the Heaven Sword are the Archbishop's shield, and the Temple Knights are the people's, as leader of the Order, the risk is mine to bear. All the knights of the Heaven's Sword fell in us now. As a vessel for their memories, Vaindrao may be considered the last of their number. Let us go then, and relieve him of his their duty. Let us see to preparations and proceed to the vault. We finish this once and for all.
Yay! I feel so silly for being so extremely hyped about all of this. Well, during Endwalker, I was like, "Oh, this is cool. Oh, this is unique." And here I'm just like, "What?"
I am very much enjoying myself. Yeah, criminal's just fine. Now the last question arises. Will we get to play as Lord Aymeric? We haven't done a single fight yet, so why do we have to be a mage for this? That's the thing I'm missing. This is a fight, this is a fight, this is a fight. When the battle begins, Lord Aymeric and I will draw the blasphemy's attacks. Seize the opportunity to bring your magics to bear against it. No, I guess not. Maybe it's a two-part fight, I don't know. If you're ready, then let us have full. You need to say the word.
Hey! Enjoy your I cannot black mage.
Of course, it's this space. Of course, I love it. Of course, it's this music. The beast has come. Now is our chance. With a bit more vigor, sir. Dunk! Make ready.
To me, my knights.
For the glory of King Thornton. No, you are not. Trick! It is a trick!
Toss it away.
Forgive me, Sir Vaindro, but for the sake of Oish Gardens, we must strike you down.
Nope. I am just myself. Alright then.
It ends here!
I don't know if I need you. Ooh, that was too close for comfort. And I panicked. And I panicked again. Oh, wait, that's the only option. Woohoo!
You underestimate me!
Still, it's an old voice line. It's still so good. Such a good voice line. Oh, there's the wrong one.
Bah.
We will free you from your town. Yeah! Got you the fire starter. Nice. I probably shouldn't be doing this like this.
Do
I'm
not
messing up a little bit.
underestimate me!
You got a new line! But it sounded weird and different. Why is he over there? He's like the Dragonstone Stone Vigil.
Ah!
Ah, right. I should have changed before I did that. Because then I would have gotten the fire starter. And I forgot my polygon.
We must stand our ground!
Sorry. I wasn't there for you. Whoa.
You underestimate me!
Since when are these? That was not. It's meant to happen. Oh. Okay. Cool. Got it. Burn them all down. Burn them all down. Wait, I messed up a little bit again, but this is fine. Oh, we got heals. I am absolutely messing up. My brain is absolutely panicking. I did it! Oh. Do I have another option? No, I just already used all my options. Hey. Come on, do something. Thank you. Snap! Oh, that's not good.
I will not falter!
We're alive, we're there, but... I don't know! I can cheat this time! I'm not a healer! They took my healing spells away! And my other options are still exhausted. No. Woohoo! I see something else. There you. Okay, everyone seems healthy. Woohoo! That was neat! Burn! Throw all that firepower in there. Whew. Hiya. Are they tank switching? I'm not quite sure whenever this... Oh! Whenever this triggers. Oh, it was here. It was because it goes up here. As you see, I'm a bit confused as to when exactly. Woohoo! I am having a lot of fun! Eh. The timing was glorious. Yay! Having fun. Okay, Paradox is nothing to do with that without the thing. Ban it to the ground! Those things are not going to be friendly to me, are they? I don't have to. I do have to.
This knight does not yield!
Thank you for the heal. Much appreciated. Told you that my practice had been enough. We survived first try. That is so much fun with that. Finally, it is over.
Thus ends the tale of the Heather Sword. Let it not be forgotten. It was wrong of them to conceal the truth of our nation's founding, to abet the Archbishop in his machinations. Yet, in peering into their hearts, one thing became clear. They too had succumbed to primal manipulation. They too were victims, flawed men, aye, and not without sin, British guardians brave and true, as we all aspire to be. Having triumphed in the battle of ideals, I have a responsibility to all our people. Their hopes and dreams, their sorrow and suffering are mine to bear, and bear them I shall. For had you not vanquished King Thornton, or had our earth and but one of my many choices, I may well have been the first to succumb to despair, to be reborn a blasphemy.
You wouldn't have turned, not you. A ridiculous notion. I'm more like to become a beast than you. What? This...
Ridiculous notion.
Not you. Not you.
Thank you, my friend, for having such confidence in me. My apologies. It was not my intent to wax sentimental. Our work here is done. Let us return to the congregation.
I think someone else is walking up here. As you can see, it's also a caster. I think they're also enjoying their walk with Aymeric. You could just see it on them. So many casters suddenly in Ishgard. My brain was lost for a bit moment. Just a small moment.
Heading to the strategy room. Should be glad to show you in.
I just had the little idea that I have to pay my respects to Heavensward. Maybe by just picking up the side quests as I've been doing as of late. And I still have a few classes that are not level 60. Honestly, I have a class with a completely new outfit that I thought was super cute and I just had to buy. So it might also prove a bit worth it outfit.
I heard here as soon as I learn of your victory.
Thank you.
There are some words I would say, but I can wait until Lord Utteral and Deacon and Clem have spoken theirs. Arizona, permit me to offer my gratitude for helping us to overcome not only the blasphemy, but the despair which spawned it. But this is only the beginning. On the face of it, we may have made tremendous strides in breaking down ancient barriers with our society, but there yet remain great rifts to be bridged. There's no easy thing to rise above a lifetime of preconceptions and prejudice. I myself have struggled to do so, as you must know, but I shan't give up. On the honor of my house, I will do everything in my power to build a new Ishgard, one in which all people can see eye to eye regardless of birth or station. We did miss one thing. Lord Edmund. Now then, I believe the Deacon has some words for you too. Pray, lend him an ear. My Lady Arizona, may I say how glad I am that you were safe and well? Just before you arrived, Lord Aymeric explained to me the true nature of the man who became a blasphemy. The poor, confused creature was born of the church mistakes, and on behalf of the clergy, I give you my heartfelt thanks for laying it to rest. As we work to reform our institutions and rebuild our relationship with the people, we will remember and pray for all those who have fallen in service of the faith. And we shall pray for you as well, wherever your path may lead. May the furry ever watch over you and keep you. I shall leave it at that then. Lord Aymeric, two witches speak, and do not do to keep him waiting. You call him Lord Aymeric instead of the speaker. Lord Speaker. Arizona, Lord Utteral, I thank you for the vital role you played in ridding us of profane Fafnir. As ever, the sight of you in combat was nothing short of inspiring. At least someone thinks my black maging is inspiring. With no further reported instances of people turning and the blasphemy itself no more, I should like to believe we are free of the scourge of despair. My brethren and I shall labor to see that it ever remains so by fighting to dispel the darkness in men's heart. And I shall fight with you, not only as a speaker of the House of Lords or the Lord Commander of the Temple Knights, but as a man of faith in our God and in our people. Together, let us strive to fill our nation with hope. Arizona, by now you will be sick unto death of being thanked. No, please go ahead. But I must nonetheless express an additional word of gratitude. For love have you served our nation, our people. I speak not only of our lives, but our hearts and minds as well. You have given us a great gift, that of opportunity and choice, and if we are to repay you for it, we as a nation must take full advantage of our freedom to dictate a new course forward into a brighter future. I'm not sure why you're playing Stormblood music though. But forward means we may not always agree upon, but as fellowish guardians, we should find a way to rise above our differences and stand united. That is the nation that I will strive to build. This I swear to you. Arizona, given all that you have done for us, I am loath to impose further, but may I trouble you to bear word of our success to our officer in Bassetan? We will of course be sending a report, but there is no substitute for a first-hand account. Our allies would benefit from the additional details you can provide as well. Our thanks again, my friend. You made a furry speech your way.
Thanks, goodbye! Oh no, we're going into weird music there again. Aww. I was having fun. And a lot of it. Now I kind of want to do the other ones as well. I mean, I already have quite a bunch of the classes needed. Gonna take a quick look which we need again. A city that never sleeps, dragging you back into Endwalker. Lady Ariazone, by your return, dare I hope that hunt for the blasphemy was a success? That you would vanquish the beast comes as little surprise, but that this occasion would serve as impetus for the church to embark upon a path of reform is incredible. What the hell is this? I will share these joyous tidings for the allies without delay. If I may speak candidly, I must confess to being a great admirer of yours. When you have a moment, I should like to hear about some of your adventures, if you would do me the honor. For the present, however, in my official capacity as Ishgardian delegate, I offer you my humblest thanks for your immeasurable service to our nation. Hey! I forgot about that.